So many gangsters, so many hustlers, so many haters, so many hoes. Lord, tell me why so many niggas gotta go. The sun don't shine in my ghetto no more. Sunshine don't shine in my ghetto. Sunshine in my ghetto. Shine in my ghetto no more. Street don't shine in my ghetto. Sunshine in my ghetto. Shine in my ghetto no more. Sunshine in my ghetto.
Do greed, envy, and hate. All this coming to an end. No one knows the date. But if you feeling like we feeling, then you gotta relate. If you not and you down, then you gotta be fake. They got us trapped in the system, seen a lot on my vision. Got me stuck on this mission. Yes, we hustle for living. Every day they wanna see a nigga locked down in prison. We was raised in the slums, raised around drugs, raised around guns and violence. Gotta speak on it, man. It's kinda hard to be silent. Can't sleep on it, so wake up. We hard to break up. Living by any means, we ain't taking no pay cuts. No. Y'all the reason why the crime wave up. Politicians is greedy, they don't give to the needy. People is pissed off, tired of being ripped off. And when they go for a job, you tell them to get lost. And you wonder why people protest. Cause in society we ain't seeing no progress. It's kinda hard for a nigga to live right, especially for a nigga that had a hard life.
I grew up in a messed up society. Thugs with no morality, drugs of all varieties. Everyday brutalities, everyday fatalities. Every day is poverty, no food, we was hungry. Hoes in our dungarees, never lived comfortably. Feel like we trapped on the strip, capped with the flip. That's when accidents hit, like a dog that can't get a bone. You tell your dog to get the chrome, we get them on. Spin it on till you like your lifeless. Rather than done to the nice dictation and action. See, we thought we was righteous, but we don't see the actual, apparently, and factual conspiracy. Sell drugs and bust guns, tell thugs to love fun.
So many hustlers, so many haters, so many hoes. Lord, tell me why so many niggas gotta go. The sun don't shine in my ghetto no more. Sunshine don't shine in my ghetto. Sunshine in my ghetto. Shine in my ghetto no more. Street don't shine in my ghetto. Sunshine in my ghetto. Shine in my ghetto no more. Sunshine in my ghetto.
Do greed, envy, and hate. All this coming to an end. No one knows the date. But if you feeling like we feeling, then you gotta relate. If you not and you down, then you gotta be
When the
late.
storm is over and the smoke clears, it's the hits. Keep rolling and keep growing.
Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool to use the computer, don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix. There's a war going on, the battlefield's in the mind. The prize is the soul.
Yo, what up, fam? What up? What's going on?
What in the hell's going on up in here?
What's going on, y'all? Shout out to y'all. All right. What's going on? All right. Shout out to Ming. All right. Shout out to the mods. What's up, Melanie? What's going on? All right. Come on in. Come on in. All right, man.
Make
We
sure
gonna
y'all
get.
smash that like button when y'all get in here.
Yes, indeed. Man, what's going on out here, man? You know what I'm saying? So we got Gilly and Charleston White back at it again, man. Some things is being said that I really don't like what's being said. I'm gonna be honest. But I understand these niggas, the troll mindset that Charleston White got. And I don't feel like that he should even be going in on Gilly's son like that, bro. Like
Yeah,
whatever
kind of
quarrel-
tasteless, right?
yeah, whatever beef
tasteless.
y'all got, just keep it between y'all two. Like you talking about that man dead son, and they ain't a good look. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless of what's being said, because they, you know what I mean, I seen him post something about Gilly saying something about he a snitch and he this and that, but you know what I mean. So Charleston White took it upon himself to start going in on Gilly, deceased son, man. So we gonna go ahead and get into this. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm gonna pull up what Gilly said about him. I still don't feel like it was warranted talking about that man dead son.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's wild.
All right.
He out of pocket for that shit.
Yeah. So this is a snapshot. I guess somebody that Gilly was talking to somebody in their inbox. I don't know how the hell this got out. What somebody just snapshot the John and
Yeah,
just sent
it
the
was
price.
whoever. It was whoever Gil talk. It was whoever Gil was talking to,
Mm-hmm.
and then he sent it to Charleston.
Yep. All right, so Gilly said that nigga a rat and a ussy and a coward. Nothing against you, but how do you know? How do you know him? Was nobody in his 20s or 30s get to be 40 something and disrespect niggas that know that Gilly ain't got no types of commas in his jaw. It's just like a one run-on sentence. That niggas disrespect niggas that know that's the only reason you ever heard of this bitch ass nigga. So that's what Gilly said about Charleston. Charleston reposted it on his page, but then responded to Gilly. I mean, in like a series of videos and all that. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. All right, let's get it, man. So this is Charleston White's response to Gilly, that post. He said, Gilly, you still talking street after they unalive Junior. I'm a little bit disappointed in you, sir. So
Toxicity at its finest.
Yep.
Snitching, nigga. Pow! That nigga shot your motherfucking son in the head, boy, unalive. Pow! God damn it, young Gilly been shot. I remember how you and Wallow were crying. You and Wallow were crying. Oh, my son. Oh, my son got killed. Oh, you were crying. Now you talking about snitching. You goddamn right I'm a law-abiding citizen. That's why your son unalive. You got a dead son and you talking about snitching, nigga. Pow!
It's crazy. So that's the first video he posted. And this is the second one.
Hold on. I'm finna call my.
So this one he said, this is going to the extremely this is going to be extremely disrespectful. I've been waiting for a good celebrity beef. I ain't never liked this goofball a weenie. So let's go ahead and get into this, man. So I guess he's back on his troll, trying to, start up stuff with Gil.
Son, you got to go to the graveyard to see your son. say, look, this is what my kids give me for Father's Day. Gilly, say Gilly, cash money backup singer. Say, cash money backup singer. I'm sorry, backup dancer. Say, listen, I'm finna call my boy, because you can't call yours. You got to do this. Oh, I miss my son. I don't miss my, I'm finna call mine right now. Hold on, let me call my son. Because I'm finna do this, because Gilly can't call here. He got an unalive boy. His son dead with maggots coming out his ass. Let me call.
That's crazy, bro.
Wow.
Oh my goddamn son.
Hello.
What's up, mijo?
What's up, there?
What you doing?
Man, it's going on.
Okay, you got to go to work today?
Nah, my car can't pick up.
Okay, I'll just call and talk to you. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, what you got going today?
I got to go pick up my merchandise out of Houston today.
Oh, okay. So you can be going out of town?
Oh, yeah, I'll be back this evening. Is your car,
okay.
your mom ready to finish with your car yet?
Oh,
okay.
probably about another 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right, love you.
All right, love you too.
All right.
Okay.
Say, Gilly, you want to hear your son's voice just one more time? But pow, they shot the kid to the oh, daddy. Oh, you didn't get to help him. You too busy trying to play street and gangster, and your son got killed trying to play gangster. Bang, bang, nigga. Rest in peace. Psst, rest in peace. And I'm gonna hug my baby. Hold on.
This nigga is crazy, bro. Like, to
Wow,
even
disrespectful.
Disrespectful, bro. To even be saying that like that, like, yo, that, like, he should have just kept it on Gilly. You know what I mean? But he's going to the extreme. But I know what he trying. He trying to go viral again in the situation, trying to use these situations to go viral.
You know what's happening out here? This is what's happening out here.
Uh-huh. going to the extreme, bro.
I
Like
mean,
he
it's
going
getting more and
incredible.
more extreme on the internet just so people can get views and be a character and get some money and
Right,
get some attention, get some likes, get some views.
right. But we live on X.com too, y'all. So I mean, we live on Twitter. Yeah,
Even
man.
at the expense of their own sanity and their own safety and their own health, and people don't
Yeah,
even care.
yup.
I mean, he's saying these things. You know what I mean, and then he even sticks the knife in even further, talking about maggots and all this extra that he's wild
Yeah,
for
that
even
that's
for even
yeah,
going this far.
yeah,
But that's the climbing outside,
yeah. That is.
unfortunately.
Yeah, talking
And
about
then
people
this stuff spills
being
over
kid.
into the street.
Yeah,
This stuff spills over into the street, and then you have real crimes being committed, right? So to me, and it gets more views when that happens. Shoot, some people even might make a song about it and it take off. You know what I'm saying? So it's right now, I just feel like it's all like turning into the Hunger Games or the Purge or a Black Mirror episode or whatever you want to call it. But that's exactly what it turned into.
just so niggas get
This ain't gonna last that long, just to
content.
let you know. This is gonna collapse very fast. Um the system that's being built off this Hunger Games style social media, the more extreme content, the more views it get, that's not going to last too long. It's going to backfire really fast because that's what's happening. That's all. That's all you starting to see now. Even the ones who was putting out some decent content at one point, even they got to even start getting more extreme. Now this guy's a whole character.
Yeah.
Because he's really a community activist, but when he went online the first time, nobody listened to him because no one really cares about anything positive. So he created this character, and the character took off because that's what the people want to see. People only want to see the ugly. You know what I'm saying? So that's the climate that we in. So eventually, this house of cards is going to fall in on itself. But this is what it created. These types of people right here, these types of monsters like Charleston, he had to create a Jekyll and Hyde type of
a villain.
character.
Yeah,
Right.
a villain. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just so he could get some attention.
Yeah, he had to become a villain.
Now that might do more harm than good.
Yeah, because you got a stream of newcomers coming along that's gonna follow in the footsteps and do the same thing.
Right.
Because they realize the content is getting more views based off how much controversy you can stir up. Yeah, so
this
Charleston
dude
White
either
is a
plant
controversial.
or he just completely clueless.
Nah,
Either Charleston White is a plant or he completely
he's
clueless.
extreme. He goes to the extreme. Because when nobody's paying attention and nobody's listening, he goes to the extreme measures to get, to bring attention to himself. Because he could have just been doing, instead of that, he could have been just doing all the other content he's been doing, but it don't get as much views. Like this type of content.
If I go buy a car, if I go buy a $200,000 car, right? Soon as I drive off the parking lot, that car value just went down. It depreciated. If I go buy land, the land appreciates. So the rappers is buying things that depreciate in value. So of course, if we're going to Johnny Dane,
he could be going to
he go from one extreme to the other. So he probably
he
reached the
going-
conclusion.
y'all hear me talk about Lil Boosie?
Look, talking to the kids and
I'm
stuff.
not
Look,
talking about Lil Boosie.
see?
I'm talking about the 16-year-old kid who killed 9 people. Born. Oh yeah, yes sir.
His folks, his mom was one of my mentors, one of the best guidance counselors. Like really, they taught us to give a damn about us, and just getting into the sense of whatever makes you got us out.
It's the absence of my father that created an emotion in me that I hid. We as adults, how do we sit around and let drill music evolve? How do we let it evolve? We could.
They don't. Nobody care about him talking positive though. Let's just be honest. Nobody cares about that. They care about when he start trolling and talking about people's dead kids, or if he beefing with Chicago drill rappers and beefing with Soldier Boy, T.I. and Boosie and beefing with T.I.'s High Yellow Freak and don't you know what I mean? All that stuff. Like people on he get the most views when he do that. Nobody cares about him going to up to the schools and talking or to the detention
Facts.
centers and talking to kids. Let's just keep it a buck. Nobody cares about that. People want to see crash out material. People want to see the crash out material right now. That's what's popular. Crash out material. Turn on your IG live and let's crash out. That's what they want to see. Turn on your live stream and crash out. Look at Hassan Campbell. He had to do a whole thing of getting shot in his own projects just to bring more attention to himself because you know his heat was dying down. His views was dying down. So he goes into his own project, snaps out, and to the point somebody shot him in his arm on live on YouTube.
Made me think that he staged that.
I don't think he staged it. I think he was just flipping out so much, doing all that because who gonna stage getting them their own self shot like that? He
Bro,
was not.
I wouldn't.
Bro,
This
he was in the
day
middle.
and age, bro. This day and age.
That he was in the middle of them
This day and
projects
age, bro. I wouldn't even put it
messing
past.
with people, bro. Yeah, he had 10,000 viewers.
Yo,
on
you know
there
what's
when he
funny
was live.
about that though, JR? Back in the day, niggas said Cam did that.
Yeah, when he got his card, when he
Yeah,
rocked
niggas
in
saying
DC.
Cam staged his own. Yeah,
in DC, and they kind of made fun of that in Sopranos when Tretch played in the episode of Sopranos where he was a
Right.
big time rapper and he stayed. He went to the
Right.
Sopranos and asked them to shoot
stage
him
is
to
yeah.
stage an event so his records can sell. For any of y'all that watch Sopranos, I know y'all seen that episode with Tretch in there, and his sister husband shot Tretch in the butt just so his record sales can go up. Niggas was staging stuff like that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Yeah,
and
niggas
it's
was
getting even
staging
worse
stuff like that.
now because of social media. Now everybody carrying around on their devices that's in their pockets.
But niggas ain't staging nothing now. It's full on. It's full on what it is.
Right, it's turning
Yeah.
into the purge.
Yeah, it's full on what
Right,
it
it's
is.
turning into the purge now. At
Young
this
boy,
point,
yeah.
at this point in time,
Young boy
Facts.
shooting up the
at
shooting
least in
up
the United
Scepter
States,
bus.
it is.
Yep. You got people in subways getting shot in the head. You got young boy spraying up the Scepter bus. You got, you know what I mean? Like, it's full on what it is now. There ain't no staging. It's full on what it is.
Facts.
Society collapsing and declining. And on the decline, this is the atmosphere when society is breaking down. You know what I mean? So we're going to see a whole lot more of this type of content. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot more.
And the masses are entertained by it. So
yeah,
I understand the conclusion that Charleston White reached as far as not casting pearls before swine. I see he still casts pearls to the youth and within his own community, but when it comes to social media, people on social media only want the mess. So
yeah.
what
Look,
do he give? It give people the mess.
Yeah, it's 92 people in here. Trust me, if the Jaguar name was in the title and we was trashing her, it'd probably be like 500-600 people in here right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we know the client. Well, trust me, we content creators. We know, we see the analytics. We know the numbers. We see what content does what and does. You know what I mean? What content doesn't.
Well, I think the algorithm is pushing certain type of content only. So
yeah,
it's turning into like a 1984 type of situation.
Right.
Because it seems like it's only pushing toxicity to black folk mainly. Because it seems like in our genre, it always got to be some toxicity going on in order for numbers to be there.
Yeah.
You don't really see that in no other genres as much. Like, you don't really see that in other niches as much. It's mainly anything that have to do with anything urban. It has to be one or two things. It have to be sexualized or it have to be violent.
Yeah, exactly.
Or both.
Yeah.
I realize that.
Right.
And then they let certain creators flourish with that stuff, but other ones they'd be banning you saying the content is too extreme or they shadow. But then they let certain ones creep through.
Exactly.
That's how you know who the agents are.
Exactly.
DJ Academics for lack.
Yeah. DJ Academic stirring up all that shit between
Woo.
Philly. You know what I mean, between Philly rappers, like
Man,
shit can't get real. Like
something just came over me
I
real
mean,
quick.
like he knows shit can get real out here. So he, you know, he doing that same shit he was doing with the Chicago drill rappers. Now he done moved on to Philly, and you know what I mean, and bringing all the people that Meek got beef with up to interview him and shit like that.
Right.
And I'm seeing Whack
Trying to
100
stir
now.
stuff
He
up
in
in
it
Philly to
now.
have
And
more violence going down. Yeah.
like we see
Stirring
niggas
up more
make-
violence in Philly like he stirred up violence in Chicago.
right.
Like that sound, and then you get paid a lot of money for it. His streams are guaranteed to be seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Clown ass shit. Cocoa Puff ass niggas, man.
And you
That's
know,
not-
Negro's gonna eat it right up because that's all people click on. So it's still the responsibility still falls on the community and the masses in general.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like we said, if we was in here actively beefing with somebody, our numbers is up. We've seen this millions of times already.
Right.
You know what
shout
I mean?
out
Every
to
time
y'all on X, man. Shout out to y'all on X. Make sure y'all
Right.
follow this page, man.
we've seen this. We've seen this before. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So we know why it's getting so extreme on the internet, because in order to even, especially if you're in a certain demographic, in order to
Right.
survive, you got to basically become toxic.
Exactly.
They let a small group flourish out of being positive, and that's all you hear about. That's all you see, because the algorithm could push what it wants, and it's highly controlled. So
Right.
if you realize most of the urban or the urban demographic, it always have to do with violence or sex or sexuality. So it's always the two. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Of course, in drug usage. You know what I'm saying? So it's always based off of those things. It's wild. It's wild. Even when some of us even come up and we put out movies and stuff like that, it's still centered around the same thing. So everything is centered around that. So even though this man Charleston White is in his community, he's saying he's a upstanding citizen, he does stuff, he gives back and all that type of stuff, he still became this enemy on the internet, to where that can cause also basically undo what he did in his own community. Because that type stuff stirs up street beefs. Because this stuff usually spills over into the street. Like disrespecting somebody's son who passed on,
Yeah.
especially from violence, is not, like, people don't really tolerate that. Even him going to Chicago and Detroit and disrespecting those individuals, like that's really that's not good to promote, because you're gonna have other people, like you said, JR, copycats, that's gonna start doing what he's doing. And that's just gonna increase the violence even more.
Yeah. Now you.
So
now you
so what is he? So are you a plant too, Mr. White? So so we gotta start asking these questions, or he just clueless. And I don't think he's clueless, because he seems really
nah, that
intelligent to
nigga
me.
intelligent, bro.
Very
He
intelligent
said
to
what
me.
he is. He said, I'm a character online, and when I'm not online,
Yeah,
I'm an
but what
actor.
he's doing online can literally undo everything he's doing in his community. Because copycats can see that and see it the wrong way, and they start doing what he's doing online and get themselves hurt or somebody else hurt and sent away to prison for the rest of their lives.
The same prisons that he go and talk to.
Right. So
Like,
it's a
yeah,
complete circle.
it's a complete
Yeah.
it's
So what's
confusing.
happening?
It's confusing. Please make sure y'all hit that like button, please.
Hey man, I ain't knocking what he's doing, but
It's
talking
confusing.
about somebody deceased son is like taking it past the line, like, for real.
I
And
don't
the
mess.
thing is, I don't really know.
I don't mess with that.
Yeah,
Because
I don't really
you know what I
know
mean?
if
Because
I hope
I
he
know,
don't like book a
I know,
show
yeah,
in
he can't
Philly or
book, he
nothing like
can't book
that
no show in Philly
for a
saying that.
while,
Yeah,
talking like that. And nah, don't do
yeah,
that because
he ain't gonna be
it's
able to
some
book no
people that
show in Philly.
yeah,
Um, us knowing
that's
Gilly wouldn't say nothing like that
nah,
to about a person dead, deceased,
never.
family member or something like that. Gilly would never say nothing like that.
Nah, he wouldn't do that. Cause it's certain things we know we not supposed to do. Certain things you just don't say if you have any type of you know,
Yeah,
home training.
but the thing is, I've seen Charleston White cut it on and off. You know what I mean? I've seen him be, you
Oh
know what I
yeah,
mean? But I see when the numbers start dipping, that's when he start tripping. You know what I mean? When the numbers start
because
dipping, he
they don't
start.
it's bread flow because you realize the more numbers, the more bread coming in, and then the more attention he get, and he probably convincing himself that he's balancing it out because he does community work, but he also doing what he does online. And that shit, if that man want to live like that, I ain't judging that.
Nah, I ain't
But I
judging it
mean,
either.
nope.
Hell
But
nah.
I'm telling you one thing: crossing the line like that is not. It's not good. Certain things you just don't say and do, and I think that's one of them. Uh, and that's just what it is. There ain't much more to say about him because everybody know what they doing, what they getting themselves into. Especially this man. He's intelligent.
Yeah,
Whether y'all, you know what I mean, agree with it or not, the actual fact is he is intelligent.
yeah, he knows exactly what he doing.
He knows exactly what he's doing. So I mean, whatever happens to him in the midst of that, that's the fate that he chose. I don't think he really cares.
Right, that's a fact.
And to tell you the truth, it ain't really none of my business. what he
Nah,
what he do. But I mean, I am gonna call a
nah,
nigga out for
yeah,
some shit like this though, because
yeah. I mean,
this is way past the line, bro.
and we just speaking on the facts of things. Like you don't, you know what I
That's
mean?
way past the line.
You don't really play. And I don't even like when the rappers do. I don't like when them rappers talk about I'm smoking on this pack, this dead nigga pack, and this dead person pack. I don't rock with that. I don't rock with none
Nah,
of that.
that's whack.
I don't rock with smoking on Pookie Loke and all these different people they names. Well, I don't like none of that. I don't.
Right.
I don't like none of that. I don't rock with none of that.
Me
So I'm
neither.
damn sure ain't gonna rock with Charleston White saying that about Gilly son.
Facts.
I don't rock with none of it. I don't like none of it. Simple and plain. Yeah, we do got a great interview. That's the thing about it. We got a great interview with Charleston White. A great interview. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
Where we
tried to
talk-
get cute with me at the end.
Yeah, he tried to get cute with you at the end though. But
Right.
I understand that that's how he acts it.
I know that's part of his.
Man,
I know that's part of
part of
his
his
bit.
character.
And what he's doing now is part of his bit.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the interview with us in Charleston because it is a highly you know, the conversations we had was dope. You know what I mean? The conversation we had was a real conversation. Like more realer than any podcast he ever been on. He even said it. Damn, I gotta come back for free because y'all brought something out of me that no other, you know what I mean, podcast did.
That's
What up,
because we
AT, bro?
understand. That's because we understand these things, and it's just like
Yeah,
we
Yeah.
able to connect to people's vibration.
yeah,
And like we see exactly what he's doing. And I mean, he's crossing the line with this. I tell you that.
yeah.
But he knows exactly what he's doing.
And the thing
And we
about
know
it,
he don't care. He don't give two craps about it neither.
he's done
He don't
shows
regret
in Philly,
anything
though.
he does.
That's the thing though. He done shows at the Met in Philly. He done a show there. That's why I understand. Like, why would you like? He must plan on not even coming back to Philly after saying some shit like
Nah,
that.
he still come back to Philly. He just gonna have a whole bunch of police and
Oh,
security.
police. Yeah, right, right.
Same thing that Tekashi used to do.
Yeah, R.I.P. Cheese, man. I mean, definitely
Right.
R.I.P. Cheese, man. Like yo, and then you gotta realize Gilly got other kids out here too, and they
Right.
seeing this type of shit going on. Like,
Yeah, that's highly disrespectful, bro. We
I
don't we
mean,
don't f with that at all on this channel at all.
I don't rock with that.
Not
I
not at
don't rock
least a
with
little bit.
I don't rock with rappers smoking on a dead nigga pack and all that. I don't rock with none of that. Like I said, I don't like none of that.
Nah.
That's clownery to me. You know what I'm saying?
Now, as far as people saying that Charleston White is a snitch, I don't agree with that because if he's not in the street and he witnessed a crime or something like that, then
Yeah,
he's a
he says
citizen.
he's a law-abiding citizen. Yeah.
Yeah. Order to be a snitch or a rat, you have to be in the midst of committing crime with the individuals, and then at the end you tell on everybody for the same stuff you were doing.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people still don't know that. If you're a citizen and you know what I'm saying,
You call a
you
cop.
can
You
call the
call a
police
cop.
all day,
Right.
especially if you ain't tied into no crimes or nothing like that, and it's happening in your community. Like
Right.
what the hell?
Yeah, this newer generation calling law-abiding citizen snitches. I'm like,
Right.
How's a
How?
law-abiding citizen is a snitch? That don't make no sense to me. A civilian. How a civilian gonna be a snitch?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's got the game twisted, got the game messed up. But that's the new era. That's the new era
That's because people
of
ain't got no damn common sense out here. That's why.
yeah.
People ain't got no common sense. That's
Yeah, that-
obvious.
Right.
If you're a law-abiding citizen and you paying taxes and they taxing you for the police for you, damn right you're gonna use those services. They taking it out of your check, ain't they?
Right.
The hell?
Thanks, Melanie, for gifting a membership. Appreciate that.
They taking it out of your goddamn taxes. The hell?
Right.
But tell you the truth, man, it's dangerous calling the police in the United States.
Yeah, it
In
is.
some
It
places,
is.
not all places. I ain't gonna say all, but some places it's dangerous calling the police in the United States because you might end up the victim.
On many occasions that's
Right?
happened.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yep. Not. Yep. The cops will come do the job that the criminal was trying to do to you. They come do the job for him. So it's dangerous in some areas. So yeah, you don't know what you're getting into in the United States. That's why I don't know why people trying to get here. I don't know why people trying to get here. It ain't nothing here.
Right.
Everybody want to get into America for what?
Oh, you went to Simon Grat. Muffin said I was born and raised in 15th of Allegheny. I went to school with Gilly, Simon Gratz, and that school is still crazy. I gotta get out of there. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the
Hell
inner
yeah.
cities is BS, bro. We need the National Guard deployed in these major cities, bro. This shit needs to be full martial law lockdown.
And that's crazy because now the citizens gotta suffer because the criminals is doing what they doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when you understand how
So
serious
we
that
need
is
full-fledged
when the
martial
National
law
Guards
in
come
the
down.
cities, bro.
When the National Guards come into the city and lock it down, nobody can go outside at a certain point in time. Curfew will be like 8 o'clock. Everybody got to be in by 8 o'clock.
Like
and-
even the police need to be policed by the National Guards. It's like an emergency in these inner
Now it's-
cities because the
yeah,
police
and
is just
man,
the police
it's
is just as criminal as the criminals.
That's
So
crazy
we
though, man.
need
Like,
yeah, this is insane that's going on out here, bro. In
Now-
most of these major cities
and it's torn. I'm
where it's
torn.
predominantly black folk. Let's keep it real.
I'm torn between the you know what I mean, National Guards having to lock the city down, but then I'm like, nah, because the National Guard, that means everybody on lockdown.
So
I mean, other citizens that got things to do gotta be
people
locked
need to
down
be
because of the
divvied out.
crime.
They need to split. You know what I mean? Criminals on one side and the people who just trying to live their life peacefully and eat and live and take care of their family on the other side. The ones who don't want to worry about getting blasted up every day, just going out doing simple things like going to the store or to work or something. You gotta worry about, you know what I mean, your life being taken by some knucklehead. Nah, bro. They
I
need
don't,
the
I don't,
National
but I
Guards
don't,
out there now.
but I don't want to see no Nazi Germany shit going on
Man,
out here
look,
neither.
it's already
Like
happening. What are
because
you talking about?
because
The
we
Nazi
say
Germany stuff
I
is
know we
already
saying
happening
that.
in the form of these Negroes killing each other out here on the
I
streets.
I know we saying that, and yeah, something definitely need to be done. But I'm
Yeah,
telling
it
you,
needs to be done,
when
bro.
the military hit the streets, it's a different
Well,
thing, man.
well,
You know what I'm saying?
it's the
I
military's almost these kids got military grade weapons on the street.
well
How is
they
it not already a war going on, bro?
well they need to
It's the kids got military grade weapons, bro. They got Glocks with switches on them that make them Jones automatic weapons, bro. They walking around with hollow tips and Dracos and bro, that's already
then
that
another
needs the
flip side
National
of that.
Guard's attention, not no regular street cop or no
But
regular security. That needs National Guard. That needs military trained urban warfare.
but then the flip side of that is, all right, now they're gonna start tampering with the gun laws, and now law-abiding citizens that it ain't gonna be.
Oh,
So what
that
you
ain't
trying
gonna
to
never
do?
happen in the United
I
States.
mean,
We might as well don't even talk about that on here. On this, I don't even
because
want to talk about that
they
part of
damn
it.
sure
That
they
ain't
damn sure
that's never going to
did it in New
happen in the
York.
United
They
States.
damn sure did it in New York.
That it don't matter what they do. It's just that's just not even. It don't even matter. It ain't even worth talking about that. But these inner cities, man, and then the way Charleston White is talking, he's not making it no better with this character that he developed. He ain't making it no better, man. All he doing is stirring things up. You pull him up on social media and he's standing there with guns and saying what he gonna do to somebody if somebody do this to him, and he gonna call the cops on you and shoot you, bro. That's way too much. Like you said, social media is a copycat thing. You know what I'm saying? How many other people gonna start copycatting? Doing what he's doing now. He's conscious of what he's doing and he's willing to pay the consequences for it. But you're gonna have some knuckleheads that's gonna just try to emulate what he do. And they not ready, they gonna bite off way more than they can chew.
Yeah,
It's
man,
a wild thing, man. It's a wild world out here. But we all know in the black community, we all know that these streets need some military action to stop these kids from doing. Look, they need to be detained somewhere. They don't. If you can't control your emotions to the point where you just laying people out for no reason, just because they looked at you wrong, you don't need to be in society. Let's just keep it real. Like, are we really gonna lie to ourselves about this? Are we gonna lie? Are we gonna keep lying to ourselves and keep turning a blind eye to it and blaming everybody outside the community rather than what have already happened to the community? It's done. It's done. It's so bad you got football players out here getting caught on camera with guns and all that. And getting in trouble.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like when the athletes even start getting busted for selling drugs and stuff like that. Like, what in the hell would you think? Or being around anybody in that? Why would you even have to do that? And that's strictly in our community. We see that. People who had the bread to get out of the hood years ago go back and end up getting unalived there.
Right. I know. Look how Meek talk.
Kids being unalived there.
Look how Meek talking and being a millionaire. Look how Meek talking. Like,
right.
Saying what you gonna do to DJ Academics.
Man, that's a perfect
listen.
example.
You being a millionaire, and you out the ghetto. You know how rough Philly is, bro. You know that firsthand. You know what I mean? So the way you talking on there, saying what you gonna do to a civilian, Like DJ Academic, he ain't no gangster. That nigga's a civilian. But talking like that online, period. Like how is he talking like that, but then also talking about he talked to the governor? Like how you talk to the governor, but you still on Twitter talking like a gangster? That don't make no sense to me. It's like, all right, are you sure you ain't become a plant meat mill at this point? How you prison reform, but you're still putting out music glorifying, you know what I mean, murders and going to jail? I don't understand that, bro.
We need
Make that
strict
make sense to
punishment.
me.
We need
Make that
stricter
sense to me,
punishment.
bro.
We
That's
need
you're an
stricter punishment
oxymoron
for
at this point, bro.
criminals in the United States, bro.
It's an oxymoron at this point. Like how you prison reform and talking about doing this and that for the kids, but then you still rapping like you will put work in. And
Bro,
you still talking on Twitter like you will put work in.
I just seen an article just earlier in El Salvador where they had their first
Crazy.
2 homicides in a long time, and the president over there in El Salvador literally sent the military in to get those 2 individuals who did the homicide.
Right.
They sent the whole military, bro, because it haven't since they got all the cartels and the drugs and all that out of their country. That new president just he don't tolerate any crime, and they had
That's
their
crazy.
first homicide in a while, and he sent literally the whole military in there, bro. He didn't spare no expense. He literally sent and got them
That's
immediately. Yeah. And I'm like, we need that here in the United States at this point, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
All right.
We need that in certain cities, not all the cities now, just certain ones. I'm gonna be real. We can't keep lying to ourselves about this. We can't keep lying to ourselves. And most people know that National Guards is people who usually still live in the United States anyway. So it's not. They're American citizens. National Guards is made up of American citizens who probably don't want to see violence in their neighborhoods anymore. So it would make sense. The National Guard need to be on the streets of Chicago, Detroit, Louisiana, Philadelphia, Atlanta, you know what I mean? Memphis, and I'm sure there's a lot more. St. Louis.
Texas.
We need the National Guards out there now.
Well, they gonna be out there. It's gonna be the immigrants.
At least as a deterrent.
Yeah, it's gonna be the immigrants. They gonna train the immigrants to be National Guards, and they the ones
I
gonna
don't
be
know how
out
well
there.
that's gonna blow over because the National Guard is
Bro,
already made
at
up
this
of
point,
a bunch of American citizens.
yeah, but at this point, you ain't even gonna tell who's who at this point. Yeah,
If it has stopped the violence in the inner cities, then that's a good thing.
yeah. I mean, if y'all,
I don't look,
yeah.
look, man. Something got to be done.
Yeah,
It's
something
getting
definitely
worse
gotta
and
be done.
worse.
Extreme because
Yeah,
extreme
something
measures.
gotta come. Yeah,
Yeah,
extreme measures.
extreme things happening.
Extreme measures for extreme situations, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we really dealing with something crazy
we
right
dealing
now.
with some of these inner
Like, y'all-
cities in the United States,
yeah,
bro. It's
right.
bad. It's real bad. I hate to hear about people, kids getting unalived and I mean people, fathers and mothers being unalived over dumb stuff, bro. It be over. It don't even be over nothing really. Something that you'll forget about in probably a couple days, a month, or a year. You don't even remember what the beef was about.
Right.
Half the time. You just wake up in prison all drunk and high and don't even know what you did or don't even remember why you did it.
It's crazy, bro. Yeah,
It
it's
don't
real
even make
crazy.
any sense anymore. Man, get the National Guard out there in these major cities today.
Shit, today, huh?
Today. You might save a couple lives today.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a video going viral. Matter of fact, let me pull this video up. It's a video going viral right now of an attempt robbery where the mom had to come out with the chopper just to save her son. Look, I'm gonna pull it up now. It's
Right.
crazy. Look at this, John. Hold on. Let me
It's
pull
too
this
violent
up.
out here. It's unnecessary. Some countries, man, they don't play that stuff at all. Some countries don't play that stuff at all.
Yeah, there you go right here. It's crazy, bro.
But the United States is like it's like free fall over here, bro.
They go, and you know them Jones got switches on. Look, they go and trying to rob this boy. Watch them when the mom come out. Look, and that's what we need. We need more of these type. Forget the National Guards. We need a set of these people. I gotta hit him with the Umar real quick. I gotta hit y'all with the Umar, and I'm gonna bring this video right back.
The thug energy, anger. Thug energy is normally anger and pain. That's all it is. I know, because I do therapy with them thugs. And once they see I ain't scared of them, then we can have a conversation. And fellas, I want to be clear now. When we go back to take over the community, because we're going to have to do it, gentlemen, you can't expect the cops to fix this, because they started it. But I want to be clear, and I know some of us love our children, but some of our children are so far gone that we're going to have to put some of them to sleep in order to take back the neighborhood. Some of y'all don't want to hear that because you don't live in reality. But I'm telling you, as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep. For God!
Bro, in Philly, they literally need armed security to watch the
and
gas
they got
stations so they don't get robbed or so people don't get
right.
hit up while they trying to pump gas or remove money
Yep.
out the ATMs.
Yep.
Bro, they literally have niggas out there that look like they can play in Blade, the movie Blade, with all them weapons and shit that they armed up with, just to watch the gas stations, bro.
The moms came out quick. She ain't
You
playing
can't
the game.
so if you need security, if you need armed security just to watch your gas station, then you definitely need National Guard out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need more people. Yep, we need more of these type of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'd rather see a line of security people than the National Guards. Like, I don't want to.
Yeah, but the National I
know
don't
it's
think you understand what the National Guards are, bro. The National
bro.
Guards
I know
is
exactly what
literally
they is.
United
I know
States
exactly what they
citizens,
is.
bro. It could be the neighbor that lives up the street from you is in the National Guards. Like, the National Guards is literally made up of the United States citizens. People who don't want to see crime in their neighborhoods. For sure.
Let me see if I can pull this one up too. Hold on. This is yeah, it's some man. Thug energy. Yep, you ain't gonna be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep. For good.
The National Guards isn't foreign troops. They're not foreign troops, bro.
Nah, hell nah. They will be now.
Nah. That's not necessarily
now.
true. That's not necessarily true.
Like, we need more. I'm gonna pull this video up. We need more old heads out here like this. These the old heads we need out here. Let me pull this drawing up real quick. You know what I mean? We need these type of old heads. See if I can pull this up. Hold on.
It's looking bad out there on the streets. And we can't keep turning a blind eye to this. We see what's going on. I don't know why we acting like we don't see it. We pay attention to everything else but that.
We need old heads back out here like this. We need you know what I mean? We need old heads like this.
The mayor,
the commissioner and the governor said we're going to do something about the thefts. They passed new legislation that they're going after people who just want to randomly steal and think they're going to get a sweet cake walk. That's not going to happen anymore. Not in the city of Philadelphia. You're going to get prosecuted and it's going to be a felony. It ain't going to be a misdemeanor.
Can you say something to the youth, please, about all this that's going on?
Well, all I have to say to the youth is put down the guns. Because if you come here with a gun, the chances are you're not going to make it home. I hate to say it like that, but we have to keep it real. This is Philadelphia. I've never seen it like this before, where young people shoot up a bus depot station, 40 rounds, and shoot innocent people. Something must be done. I say this to the parents. Go in your children's room, tear it apart, and find that gun. Because when they kill somebody, that's on you. You can't say, well, my child ain't. You know what your children are doing. It is your job. That's your house. You own it. You are the commander and that chief in that house. Go to your children's house, your room, and look for these weapons. Stop it before it's too late. Either you bury your child or you going up to prison every month visiting your child. It takes a community to stop this. It's not just on the police department. That's why we are out here. But it's not all about locking people up. You have to educate these people. You have to educate these young people. Guns is not the way.
And these are the type brothers that the National Guard be made up out of in a lot of places. See,
and those are the ones we have to capture and put away.
Thank you.
So
appreciate that.
Out here like this brother right here that got the mindset.
Yeah, we need old heads like this, y'all.
It's not being shown on social media as much.
Yeah, like old head right here should be. Yeah, like
social media, bro.
Right. Yeah, we need like we need old heads like this, like a group of old heads like this, or like the brothers that what's the dude? Remember during the pandemic? The brothers that's patrolling with the guns. Remember, we was reporting on it we need brothers like that. We need those brothers, these type of brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't gonna stop. I'm telling you, these murders ain't gonna stop. It's only going to heat up.
I don't know why we acting like our community is not the problem when it surely is.
Our community is 100% the problem.
Hell yeah.
100% the problem.
The biggest threat to the black community is black folk.
Yeah. Like we said, you ain't got to worry about locking your doors at night for a white person to come and rob your house or rob your car. You looking for the next Negro.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you walking down the street, you ain't worrying about white folks running up on you and rolling on you and attacking you or shooting you or robbing you. You worrying about the niggas. You worrying about these niggas.
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So stop blaming the white man for everything. White man, stop. You know what I mean? We got to get out of that mindset of blaming the white man for everything.
I'm getting tired of hearing that old talk, bro.
This is an in-house problem.
Right.
This is an in-house problem. This ain't got nothing to do with the white man at this point.
All right, now it's true that the system is designed to keep you poor and to hold you back, especially based. Yeah, that's true, but that don't mean we gotta unalive each other.
It's always been poor people.
Right.
Like, even think about it. Even the poor people in the 40s, in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and all that. Yeah, it was poor people then.
And it didn't matter what color you were. There was all types of different, like it is today. There's a lot of white poor people, black poor people, Asian poor people, Hispanic poor people. It don't matter. It's poor. That poor being poor. That's not a racial thing. It's poor everywhere.
Yeah, the black community worse than the KKK right now.
So, but why is so much crime specifically in our demographic? Because if you look at the charts, man, United States, when it comes to crimes, man, United States is up there. Our inner cities, boys, is off the chain. And some of us are so far gone that we be proud of that. Yeah, my city got more bodies than yours. My city had 50 bodies
so far this year. My city had 60. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, 61. Yeah, Gilly a good dude. Trust me, we've been around Gilly plenty of times. We know Gilly personally, so we know how good he is. He wouldn't never said nothing about Charleston white kids like that. If they
Hell
took the
nah.
food. He would never
He
say
ain't
nothing
that
like
type of
that, bro.
individual. Yeah, he wouldn't do nothing like that. We
Nah,
don't, to tell you the truth, you know, most people don't talk like that from our city.
nah.
Most people don't, you know what I mean, don't be that disrespectful in the city. But people definitely lay you down, but
Right.
people don't usually talk like that.
Nah.
That's something that's usually respected. But I don't know. This is a whole new social media, a whole new generation.
Whole new generation, bro.
Right. I don't even know. This is wild, bro. I mean, it's certain things you don't make fun of, or certain things you just don't say and do.
Yeah, and the thing about Gil's son was never a disrespectful type youngin. He wasn't even none of his kids is that disrespectful like that
Right.
type youngin where
Facts.
you know what I mean? None of them. None of his kids is on that type time. None of them.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going on out here, bro. It's wild. And then you got people out there saying that Gil sacrificed his son and all that.
I don't believe that, bro. Like, bro, that's because they don't know. That's because they don't know what Philly like. That's why they're
Right.
saying that.
Yeah, they don't know what
They don't know what Philly
that.
like, bro. If you knew what Philly was like, you wouldn't be saying that. Because it
You
can go
damn
down.
sure wouldn't.
We just seen Fat G's get murdered on camp. We seen that. You see how easy it is for somebody to get murdered.
Yeah, everybody on edge. Everybody like walking around clenching a weapon in the city of Philadelphia, y'all.
Yeah, like y'all crazy.
Like, you don't even go outside without already having your weapon ready to go already. That's how bad it is. It's that bad.
Like niggas walking around with their joint on it in their pocket with their hand.
That's what
on
I'm
the
saying.
joint.
With their hand
You
on
know
it.
what I mean? With the finger on it. Like,
right. That's what I'm saying. They ready to go. Off safety. That's what we're saying. It's different. So
why you think old head said in this clip that he never seen Philly like that before, and we haven't either. Trust me, we grew up around this shit. We know
and
how
the
bad
cops
it
don't
is
do
now.
nothing. Specifically, they don't do nothing. The cops are just there to clean up the body.
Yeah, they there to clean up the mess after this.
So it's like the Squid Games almost.
Usually the cops
And
get
they was
there
letting each
after
of the
anyway.
the contestants take each other out. And when the contestants take them out, they just come in there and bring the coffins and remove the body, and the game continues.
Yeah, the cops.
Like at this fact, it's just self-extermination and mass genocide going on in the cities. So I say, just let them have it for a while, let them get rid of each other, and then rebuild over top of their ashes. Because
and that's what they doing.
Like you can't psychologize all of them on a corner.
That's what they doing, bro. As you see, they starting to rebuild Philly back up in certain areas.
Right. And they
like
just letting the Negroes exterminate themselves and
well, now what they need is for the property. What the crime does is, and the murders and stuff drives the property value down. So when they drive the property value down, the developers come in and buy up everything and start new developments. You know what I mean? So that's what's happening. We starting to see new developments all over the city because the price is down right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they rebuild, right?
So they gentrifying a lot. Yeah, they gentrifying a lot of the neighborhoods right now. So now you're starting to see $1 million homes in the middle of the ghetto, $500,000 houses or $800,000 houses right in the middle of the hood.
Well, the way they move people out is by making sure that the prices go higher and then the violence goes higher.
Yeah,
because
they got
that. That's how they're able to migrate people. Because most people would just move out of the city when that happens.
And that's what's happening. People's being moved
people
around.
Migrating to other,
Because I know
a lot of people from Philly, they end up going down south to Atlanta, but then
Yeah.
Atlanta is not is basically taking the same turn that Philly did.
Like we even starting to see more developments going on down Kensington Avenue because they ready to move them
Right.
people up out of there. Like they
Well,
ready to
they
get rid of
driving the
all
value down.
yeah, like it's crazy.
The prices go up and the value of the property goes down, and the crime and stuff gets bad, and then they basically Negroes are just exterminating themselves and each other. And that's multifaceted.
Mhm.
And it's like we're not conscious of it.
We pull
It's
this video up.
because you got
Pull this
a
up.
lot of the babies aren't even being born in our community because they basically, you know what I'm saying, abortions is high. And then you got the crime rate on top of that, the gun violence on top of that, and the drugs, and people going to the penitentiary. Bro, the population is dwindling like crazy in certain demographics. I mean, it's insane. And we're not even conscious of it. And then social media only encourages it. The songs talk about being on drugs.
Now this Kensington Avenue. Now we call
talk about violence.
we
Like
call
you said,
we call
we can't give
we can't
10%
do
of
nothing,
his
bro.
earnings from the music
Like-
videos to stop gun violence when your
Yeah.
whole record is about gun violence and not in a positive way. Like
Now
it
this-
don't even make
yeah.
sense.
Now this Kensington Avenue. We call this Zombie Land. The Walking Dead. So y'all gotta understand what we dealing with here. Not just the murders and all that, but the high crime drug areas. Look, this you know what I mean?
And mind you, that's not only just in Philadelphia. It's like this in a lot of other major cities also. But Philadelphia, this specific area in Philadelphia takes the cake.
Yeah, because this is
takes
like
the cake. This is
this
like
is the biggest
internationally known.
This is the biggest drug area on the East Coast.
Facts.
Just let y'all know now. Like y'all can even look up the statistics.
Terrible.
This is the
This
biggest
is terrible, y'all.
crime. This is the biggest drug area in the United States. I would say the United States, period. Why you
And
think?
the thing is, it ain't just, black folks or white. It's a mixture of everybody.
Nah, it's everybody down here.
Yeah,
it's
it's
everybody
not,
down here.
Like it's diverse. That's the
kid-
crazy thing about it. It's diverse.
People coming down here and never leaving. Like it's people
Right.
that's coming down here and stuck down here. They never leaving.
Facts. They ain't even
Like you
leaving,
got the suburb kids coming from the suburbs down here, and once they get
It's
there,
like
you
a
see all the,
tourist spot for drug
Yeah.
addicts.
and they get stuck down, and you see all the stores is closed up,
Right.
all of them. That's because the developers is going to come buy all this property up and turn it into something else.
Yeah, they driving the value down by having all this activity on around it. That's what they doing. They driving the property value down because no one's going to want to start a business in that area.
Look, it's nothing open.
And-
This whole
yeah.
area is shut down. This whole area is done.
Right.
Now I can show y'all.
Eventually, they could clean them up easily. They can
Yeah.
get them off that strip easily. They ain't ready yet because they want the
They gotta-
prices to drop down even further. And then they gonna buy all that up for pennies on a dollar, and then rebuild it.
New development.
And it's gonna be basically a money pit
Right.
where people just gonna become dumb. Because to tell you the truth, they do this type of stuff, drive the value down, buy it up for pennies, and then put casinos and then really start milking the people. And hotels and casinos, like they got this whole thing mapped out strategically, and we just fall right into the plan. We fold right into the plan. No type of resistance.
Look at that.
No type of resistance. And the thing is, it's going to be even worse now because y'all see the inflation, the hyperinflation that's going on out here.
Yeah,
Because
it's
this ain't
work.
only just drugs. There's also poverty involved with this. Also, you know what I'm saying? So even though we know it's a trap, why do we have to willingly fall into it? You know what I'm saying? Why do we willingly have to fall into this trap? When we see it, it's like we see the snare right there, and we willingly walk right into it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's insanity at this point. I think it's madness. Now, mind you, this is not a new thing. They've been doing this for years. Shoot, he was talking about it in Boys in the Hood, wasn't he?
Yeah. The Boys in the Hood when Furious was talking, he was in the middle of Compton. Remember, he took them to Compton, and he was telling them, because he was saying we don't make the guns, we don't make the drugs. He said that stuff is being flown in. We even know from what the stories Ricky Ross was telling.
The old head on the block was also right when he was talking to Furious. He was saying it was those folks that was driving the
Grady. Yeah,
Grady. Yeah, he was right. They both was right. Both of them were right.
Yeah, they was just coming from two different perspectives.
Two different perspectives, but I agree with Grady a little bit more because just because we know it's the plan, why even more we shouldn't fall into it. We know that's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
We know that's the plan. We know that they bring all that stuff in here and then lock us up for using it. Since we know that, why do we still fall into the trap? And I know it's a lot easier, said than done because it's a lot of trauma that's going on out here. And that's why it always boils back to you can't psychologize everybody on the corner. You can only help people who want to be helped. But you can't be out here like Meek talking about you're going to give 10% of your music earnings back to the city of Philadelphia to stop gun violence. But then every rhyme that you write is about gun violence. Like that. That's the type senseless type stuff that the mainstream is pushing. Because they made the algorithm hot for me. And that's what he's pushing. That don't even make any sense, bro. How do you give 10% of your earnings from your music back to the city to stop gun violence, and the music that you're putting out is all about gun violence? I don't even, bro, that's so backwards and twisted. That don't even make no sense. That's the most mindless thing that I ever heard, bro. Somebody really need to take that man's phone.
Take his phone.
They need to take his phone, bro. Cause them ex Twitter fingers, that ain't it, bro. Cause he don't even know what he be saying. He don't even know what he be saying, bro.
Nah.
I'm still trying to figure out how that makes sense. How you gonna let a corny Negro like DJ Academics check him? Because that's what Academics told him. Like, how you gonna give 10% of your earnings back to stop gun violence and you only rap about guns?
He blocked Meek after that.
Meek could not come up with a response because it doesn't make sense, bro. You got to stop talking about the putting bodies down. Stop talking about it. Rap about something more positive. We know why you can't, because the climate, because the masses are to blame for that also, because they don't buy positive rap. People used to diss Will Smith for years because they say he was too positive. His raps was too positive. Will ain't that hot. Actually, Will is a better lyricist than a lot of these cats out here. To be honest with you, it's just that he didn't bring the negativity to it, so he was basically disowned. That goes to show you the sickness from our community to disown a lyricist because they're not rapping about crime.
Right. And the thing, I don't care about Meek and Diddy escapade because there's more important things out here than that about Meek and Diddy. I don't care about that. That ain't even. That's compared to what's going on in the city right now. He can call Meek Daddy into the cars to the cows come home. They could plug
Right.
each other all day if they want. I don't care about that.
No
because
Diddy.
no Diddy. It's no Diddy now. You know what I mean?
Pause. No
I don't
Diddy.
care about that. I don't care about his escapades with them two.
Nah.
You know what I mean? We talking
Nah, I
about
ain't
that.
even thinking about that. I'm
entertainment-
thinking about the
entertainment
mindless stuff he was talking about.
Nah, because I know people was saying
10%.
don't. I know people was in the comments or people was saying that don't. I mean, don't get distracted because of the Meek and Diddy thing. That's not even important. Meek and Diddy is two grown men. That's not important. We talking about the crime that's going on in the city.
Right. That's more important.
That should be
Facts.
talked about more than Diddy and Meek.
Right.
Who cares about them niggas at this point? I gotta hit y'all with it. I gotta hit him with it, bro. I gotta hit him. I gotta hit y'all with it, man. For the simple fact,
there's no escaping.
Oh, where's it at? Where's it at?
Stop worshiping celebrities so much. Just don't listen, don't pay attention. That's what they say. They said, we got Ja Rule on the phone. What Ja Rule thinks at a time like this, nigga, this is ridiculous. When bad shit happens to me, I'll be in the crib like, oh my God, this is terrible. Cause somebody please find Ja Rule, get hold of this mother so I can make sense of all this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and the thing about it, yeah, Germantown used to be considered, you know what I mean? Like Mount Airy and Germantown used to be considered like the middle class and all that, because we lived in Germantown too. So we know. We lived in Germantown a few times. You know what I mean? So it's a little different from North Philly because and let's just get it out there. We know North Philly is the dirtiest part of Philly. We know that. You know what I'm saying? We know that. And it's more a lot more things go on down
I
north.
had
We
to
know
bring
that.
that up, though.
I'm just keeping it real though. I'm just keeping it a buck.
I
Though.
had to bring that up,
Like,
though.
yeah, I mean, and you see, the Kensington Avenue is right in the middle of North
Facts.
Philly. So,
Oh man.
yeah, I mean, that tops the cake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's a tourist, like we said, it's a tourist attraction for druggies.
For druggies.
Yeah.
Yeah, Smokey-O go down there. Smokey-O even went down there with the camera.
Yeah.
Talking to all them to the drug addicts
right
in
at
the
home.
area. You said
She
she was right at home. Yeah, Smokey-O went down there a few times talking interviewing the drug addicts in the area and all that.
I'm gonna be honest, fam. I'm getting tired of all that crime in the inner cities, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. We need the National Guard down there immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make sure y'all misspell the KILLING word in the chat, because you know YouTube be on some old sucker stuff. Make sure y'all misspell all the word. You know what I mean? All the different words we know YouTube be tripping about. Then they be wanting to hide our videos and all that.
Right.
Because this video need to be shared. That's all that Jaguar crap. We know, you know what I mean? We know how y'all like the Jaguar stuff, but this stuff way more important than that Jaguar crap.
Right.
And I don't understand why she don't be talking more about this stuff. Talking about she from the city. I mean, like,
yeah, they don't, it's wild. It's wild out here what's going on in the U.S. specifically, because it's almost like the way our system is set up right now, it encourages crime, because they're literally telling the police to don't get involved now. Like it's going on. They testing this in different cities, saying the cops don't have to basically respond to crimes anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, if the cops don't have to respond to crime anymore, then why is our tax dollars even going to them then?
Yeah.
And why are y'all trying to screw with the gun laws then? So that don't even make any sense. That don't make no sense. Right. So it almost encourages crime. Then you see other countries, it's like no tolerance. No tolerance.
We need
What was this? Yesterday?
what?
No, today.
What?
El Salvador. 6,000 security forces deployed against gangs. El Salvador's president announced Sunday that 6,000 military and police forces had been deployed to root out gang members in the north of the country after 2 people were murdered. 6,000 security forces and military and police. 6,000 just for a couple of people. They ain't playing no games.
Right.
And I think that's the type. I think we need that in our inner cities.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't we need something like that in our inner cities, knowing what's going on out there?
Right.
And their president said they're not going to stop until all the gangs and all the violence is gone. Like, they getting really aggressive with it. And I'm like, all right, we sort of need that here in some of our inner cities here. I don't care what any of y'all say. That's what's needed. We can't keep sugarcoating this no more, y'all. It's getting out of hand. We got to stop sugarcoating this. Some of these inner cities need military action because it's too much violence going on. Way too much. And when you see them shooting up bus stations with innocent people there, that's terrorism.
Yeah, and they young
Let's
boys
just
too.
be
They
real.
like
That's what that is.
these young boys, high school young boys too, like fresh out of high school young boys,
Right.
17, 18, and 19.
Right. Yeah, that's I consider that terrorism when you start shooting up a bus full of people who ain't even have nothing to do with anything. Just so you can try to hit your target, and you shooting up a whole bus. Don't even care who you hit.
Yeah,
That's literally, we need military action.
Other high
I'm
school
sorry.
kids on there. Well, other
Right.
high school kids, eight
Right.
high school kids were shot and injured.
Right. How does that not demand the attention of military style action? You literally, and they're not doing it with like little pistols and stuff. Like, these kids are using military grade weapons, y'all. Like, they're using like AK-47s, Dracos, sawed-off shotguns. Like, they just like they going full force. Glocks with switches on them, customized switches. How does that not demand attention? Like the regular police force,
Right.
you need more than that. We need what he did, what this president did in El Salvador. Like, we need that.
Let me play
He
old
put
head
special
again.
forces on. Yeah, put special forces on everything. We need it, y'all. We need it. These kids want to go to war. I think that would be a deterrent because we know they'd be scared. If these little Negroes see, like you said, with the bulls, you can hear a mouse pistol on cotton when the government come in, but they all rowdy in the studio when they going at their brother, people that look like them, they riled up. But when the government come in, you can hear a mouse pistol on cotton.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the National Guard wouldn't even have to even do anything because they will automatically be seen as a deterrent.
Yeah, their presence
Yeah, just
alone.
their presence.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
because
well,
these little Negroes ain't prepared to go to war with the National Guard.
bro, even if it was security like old head right here, a group, you know what I'm saying, where they actually got funded to put a bunch of old heads like this on it, they ain't even ready for that. They ain't ready for this. Let me play old head one more time.
And the mayor, the commissioner, and the governor said, we're going to do something about the thefts. They passed new legislation that they're going after people who just want to randomly steal and think they're going to get a sweet cake walk. That's not going to happen anymore. Not in the city of Philadelphia. You're going to get prosecuted, and it's going to be a felony. It ain't going to be a misdemeanor.
Can you say something to the youth, please, about all this that's going on?
Well, all I have to say to the youth is put down the guns. Because if you come here with a gun, the chances are you're not going to make it home. I hate to say it like that, but we have to keep it real. This is killer dust. I've never seen it like this before, where young people shoot up a bus depot station, 40 rounds, and shoot innocent people. Something must be done. I say this to the parents. Go in your children's room, tear it apart, and find that gun. Because when they kill somebody, that's on you. You can't say, well, my child ain't. You know what your children are doing. It is your job. That's your house. You own it. You are the commander and that chief in that house. Go through your children's house, your room, and look for these weapons. Stop it before it's too late. Either you bury your child or you going up to prison every month visiting your child. It takes a community to stop this. It's not just on the police department. That's why we're out here. But it's not all about locking people up. You have to educate these people. You have to educate these younger people. Guns is not the way. But there's a group of them that believe in robbing and stealing and killing. And those are the ones we have to capture and put away.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Now, and y'all feeling, yo, your parents need to buckle down on your children. Yeah, ransack their room every day, like
it's a community
ransack your kids' room. Like they be doing in the prison when they be ransacking cells to see any weapons in there, any shanks or anything.
Right.
Yeah, you need to inspect your kids' room once a week. Go in there and ransack and look for anything you can find. That, you know what I mean?
But like he said, though, it's a community effort. So it's going to take the police, the military, and the parents working together.
Yeah, parents. Yep.
Yeah, the parents working with, because you got to think about the kids, you know what I mean? Even if they try to get they walk outside, they see military out there, National Guard out there. They're going to be deterrent. They see police monitoring. You know what I mean? And then when they go home, they parents is searching their room, making sure they ain't got no weapons. And it's happening, you know what I'm saying? And then they get education at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, it literally would take that. It would take those extreme measures to even dig even a little dent in what's going on out there. And that still might not even work.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Philly got a woman mayor, Sherelle Parker. I don't think she's gonna be playing no games. I think she really about to do something about that. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got a woman mayor now. She definitely gonna do something about that, bro.
Bro, I'm getting tired of hearing about
we might see National Guards down here real quick. We might see it. We might see the National Guards.
I'm really getting tired of hearing about all the violence in the city, bro. And like we said, it's like a whole network, you know what I mean? Wherever there's urbanized folks at inside of an inner city, there's high violence, high drug use, you know what I mean? High crime, and just more and more programming. This is my block mentality. Like, you don't own the block. That whole, this is my block, this is my hood mentality is terrible. That's public housing that you living in. I mean, I don't even know, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, the cops definitely looking the other way. Yeah, they ain't doing nothing.
Oh yeah, the cops looking the other way.
That's why I said they gonna just end up bringing military on the streets.
National Guard. That's what I was saying. The
cops
are
the thing is,
because first of all, they're not being
funded.
They don't got the resources.
They're gonna make sure the funding, but then that's the thing, the funding. You know what I mean? They trying to cops out there. Yeah, it ain't enough cops, so they probably gonna have to come up with a budget for the military to patrol.
There's a budget already for the National Guard. Yeah, they budget. Every state has a National Guard, bro.
They be saying that, but then it's supposed. Yeah, they supposed to. But it seems like there's a lot of outsourcing going on.
If there's outsourcing going on, that's some corruption cesspool type of stuff going on.
There's a lot of outsourcing going on.
Because a lot of that outsourcing be up to no good. I'll tell you that. When it comes to government outsourcing, it's usually somebody getting they palms greased.
Yeah.
So and that's another whole live stream. That's another whole thing right there.
Yep.
That type of corruption that's going on. That don't help. Because they usually don't benefit no one but the party that's getting money. And it's usually at the expense of taxpayers and the people that's in that community. So we know how that works. But let's just be real. We can't keep lying to ourselves, y'all. The violence that's going, the crimes and the violence that's going on in the inner cities needs the attention of the National Guards. And I'm gonna say this. I don't care. It's the truth. This is literally we literally need martial law in a lot of these inner cities.
Yeah, the crimes leak out into the suburbs. Yeah, the crimes because that's where, a lot of people from the city move to the suburbs, and they bring that same mentality and that same energy with them. So yeah, it definitely spills out into the suburbs.
Yeah, it spills out into the suburbs. Of course it does. But it's still not as bad as the inner city. Because the cops in the suburbs, they're a little bit more hands-on than the ones in the inner city. That's the only difference. Because now you're starting to get into the areas where the palms that was greased that I was talking about, the politicians, see, they don't want the stuff directly around them. You got to realize that a lot of the people who make decisions for these crimes to continue like this, they live in those areas you're talking about. So they're going to make sure the cops are extra aggressive in the suburban areas. See, we got to look at the big picture. We got to look at the whole thing. You got to look at is angles to this, is dimensions to this. But in the inner cities, yeah, it's turning into the purge. In majority of the inner cities. And we didn't say it was just black folks, because we told you that Kensington Ave and Allegheny around those areas is diverse.
The drug addicts.
The drug areas is diverse. It ain't just black folks down there. There's all types of people down there that's strung out. Some of them people is not even from Philly. A lot of them ain't even from Philly. They're, like you said, they get down there and get stuck and they never leave because they love the drug so much. So we ain't saying it's just black folk, but let's be real. A lot of the gun violence and crimes is happening in predominantly black areas in the United States. How could we not see that? When it comes to the statistics and the numbers, what the numbers say. Now, of course, there's diverse people in the city that commit crimes that just not, but I'm just talking about the areas that's where you hear the most concentrated gangster rap at. Because that was another whole operation.
Yeah, that's a whole nother live stream. We definitely
So all of it is, that's why I said you gotta look at the big picture. So it is a psyop behind this also. But since we know it's there, why do we still fall into the trap is what I'm saying.
I think and then another thing is the lack of resources around us as well.
Yeah, lack of resources.
When the lack of the resources, when it's like areas like this, when it's a lack of resources, it tends to be more, more crime, with the lack of resources. So that's another factor that plays into this as well. I'm not saying that's 100% a factor, but that's about 20% of the factor. 20-30% of the factor of that, the resources.
Right.
But really, most of it fall back on the black community, man. Right. Let's just call it what it is.
Because we always made do with less resources. Why
Yeah.
can't we make do with less resources? Why do we have to turn it into basically a crab in a bucket mentality or gladiator match or a bunch of wild animals fighting over one state? Why do we turn everything into that? And then we let that develop and then we let it fester. Now it's just basically a part of our culture now.
Mm-hmm.
But it was artificially grafted in. That's what we trying to tell y'all. It was artificially grafted in. It's not really a part of our culture.
Nah.
But we made it a part of our culture. And what we trying to get through to you is it's a psyop that we made a part of our culture. This whole drill music and drug music and all this programming and sagging your pants and cussing and spitting and you know what I mean? And inappropriate times and doing this and doing that. Unaliving each other for nothing. Even down to the fashion. Even down to the, you basically robbing a person because of the logo on their sneakers or on their jacket. Like you unaliving people for what's on their jacket or what's on their shoes.
Or what they wearing around their neck.
Or what they wearing around their neck. That's insanity to me. That's madness. That's madness. That's not even, like, what other culture practices that? Like, what other genres of music besides the one that we talk, the psyop music?
It's going, yeah.
What other genre actually push that and actually do it? Like, you're not just talking about it, now you're doing it. Now, 9 out of 10 times, because of our demographic, we talking positive right now, but YouTube will probably definitely make this limited. They probably going to demonetize this.
It's already in the yellow. It's already in the yellow, yeah.
So, but if we was on here cussing up a storm, going in on drag, it'd be monetized the whole time. Soon as we try to talk like this within our demographic, the videos get demonetized because they don't want us talking like this. So that's one of the reasons why Charleston White is talking the way he's talking, because the algorithm do not push this. You know what I'm saying? The algorithm do not push this type of talk, this type of chatter. But if we was in here toxic, beefing, it'd be mad people in here and it'd still be monetized. And we'd make more money off of it. But coming on here talking positive, talking about the big picture, the people ain't interested and the algorithm ain't interested. Unfortunately. So what's going to happen? The problems are still going to persist. And
the problems ain't, that shit ain't going the problems ain't going nowhere. Let's just put it like this.
But it's going,
this shit ain't going
it's
nowhere.
going to go somewhere in the Big Bang though, because it's going to collapse in on itself.
This shit,
and that's we know that that's always the case because that's what always happened in history. So it's going to fester, it's going to build up, and then it's going to collapse because it's like a big bubble that's going to burst. So this is not sustainable.
Yeah, they right. This shit crazy.
What did Josephine said? Josephine said, I think a couple rappers from Philly really heard you and you grabbed them. The message could speak. I believe. I live in Philly. Everything is true. Yeah, man. You know, it's crazy. Meek is a lot of people got a problem with Meek because you know, I'm talking about from the city because he didn't put a lot of people on. Like people felt like he should have. I sort of understand where Meek come from in that department because he wasn't even really in control of his own career. I mean, how many people could he really put on? He had to struggle to stay on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I understand why the mindset. Some people say, well, at least give me an opportunity to do a song with me, you know. So I understand those type. But then when he's out here and he's got those Twitter fingers going, and he ain't got no team there to check him to some of the stuff he say, a lot of that stuff come off way worse.
Yeah. Thank you, T. Adams,
a lot
for
of
the
the stuff he
super
be
chat.
putting up there on Twitter or
Hold on real quick. Hold on. Let's give thanks to the thanks T. Adams for the super chat. Said love y'all channel, Curry Gang. We appreciate it. Yeah, we got
definitely. He get those Twitter fingers going, and he end up saying some stupid stuff like giving 10% back out of his music to stop gun violence when all his music is about gun violence, not in a positive way. And people look at him like, people look at Meek as basically like when it comes to rap, he's the biggest out of the city right now.
Yeah.
And his voice is like between him, you know, Gilly, Wallow, a couple other folks, their voices is real big coming out of Philly right now.
Exactly.
At this current moment.
Exactly.
So, to tell you the truth, they are more in control of the narrative.
Yeah, that's why. That's why they be.
Whether they know it or not.
Yeah.
I'm talking about as far as when it comes to reaching people.
Yeah, that like the Gilly,
on a national level. Yeah, because everybody, when people from other cities or other countries, when they think of Philly, they look at Meek, Gilly, Wallow. You know what I'm saying? Those are the niggas that's basically carrying the narrative of Philly. Yep.
Lil Uzi. Yep.
But then this is my question: how controlled are they?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, we just said they control the narrative. Now, I hope y'all listening, especially y'all niggas from Philly in here. Hope y'all listening. Who control their narrative? Because whoever control their narrative is controlling the narrative of your city. Think about it. And people from other cities, you can think about the big names that's coming out of your cities that control the narrative. Who control them? It seems like, intentional.
Because the agenda, all I'm seeing from the agenda is keep rapping about crime, keep rapping about the drugs and the drug use, and keep rapping about the over sexualized music. That's all I'm seeing coming. That's all I'm seeing, the narrative being pushed.
Right.
Now for Gilly and Wallow, they do have a message and it rings out. They're not so much fully controlled to the point where they can't speak about what's going on in Philly. You know what I mean? It's just they can't say certain things because they're highly controlled and a narrative coming for them. See, we can speak on things other than what they can speak on because they controlled by the sponsors and all that, and certain things they can't really talk about. Us, we can dive a little deeper. No Diddy.
We still got to watch what we talk about because the platform we on could get us.
On this platform, but we got other platforms where we go into, more in depth to what we talking about. And y'all can subscribe to the Rumble. Rumble.com is where we go in depth about, about these situations. We could talk more about it. And just for the simple fact that our platform ain't as big as theirs. We still talking, we still trying to play our part and bring awareness to it. And I feel like everybody got their part to play, including y'all in here in this chat right now. y'all got a part to play. Y'all gotta, you know what I mean? Make sure your kids is on the straight and narrow, man. Monitor everything your kids is doing. Ramsack their room once a week to make sure they ain't got nothing in there.
Man, some of these parents be in on it, bro. That's how bad it be sometimes. Some of the parents be in on it. They be behind their children's life of crime. They wanted to put their kids on.
Well, I'm talking to the ones that's not about that. The people that's in here, Curry Gang, y'all in here, the ones that's in here right now, I'm talking to. Make sure y'all play your part. Make sure y'all play your part. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, I'm not naive enough to think that we can save the community.
Nah,
There's really no saving.
It has to be an individual thing first.
Right.
Your household.
All we can do is bring awareness and see what happens. But we realize that there's no saving nothing. Usually things in this society usually collapse. Things have to get to the absolute worst for you to see some change. And it usually is when we see a lot of losses at once. And then that's like trauma is what makes people change. Unfortunately, traumatic experiences, enough of them build up, then all of a sudden it's like a bubble that bursts. And then that's when things just really collapse. And they get so much attention that, you know what I'm saying? Something has to change. And it usually does. And it'll get right back to how it was eventually.
Yeah, right. Monitor their internet time, their cell phones and all that.
Oh, that's gonna be hard these days.
You know what I mean? Nah, I'm talking about the parents that got control. You know what I mean? That the parents, you know what I mean? The ones that's not for the foolishness. Yeah, you should be ransacking your kids' room, checking their cell phones. You know what I mean? And all that, making sure everything, making sure, they ain't, getting into the mess, getting into the madness, crime and all that.
And it's crazy because it's easy for our kids to get involved with that because it's glamorized.
Yep,
it's glamorized. And a lot of the kids, they're so programmed by it. Yeah, I mean, the little boys want to be the rapper image that they see on TV, the gangster, the druggie, and the woman and the young girls want to date those types of dudes.
Right.
And that's glamorized in our community like crazy. So it's attractive. And then the parents be just as bad because the parents be attracted to the same thing. So it's a cycle. The kids is only getting it from their parents in the first place. And if they ain't getting it from their direct parents, they're going to get it from somebody else in the neighborhood.
They go right to the outside and it's right there.
That's why I said it's impossible. The only thing you can do is get out of that environment and hope for the best, but it's spreading. That mindset is spreading. It's a zombie apocalypse out there. That mindset is spreading, y'all. So you can't really save anybody from it. All you can do is bring awareness, give the knowledge. You can't really save your kids neither. All you can do is just try to be there for them for support, give your knowledge, and they're going to do what they're going to do. Because you could take the kids out of that environment and they just go right back there.
Yeah, we just seen with Gillie's son.
Right.
I mean,
or look at a Lil King.
Right, we just seen look
at Lil King over there. T.I.'s son. He don't want to be in a big house with his mom. He want to go to his grandma's neighborhood where, you know what I'm saying, where he could be, you know what I mean, act like he from the streets.
He don't want to be in that gated community.
Right.
He want to be in that hated community.
Right. So you can even take your kids out of the environment and they still go back. So just know you can't save anyone. You can't save anyone.
To bring awareness, like you said, all you could do is
just bring awareness and just be a support system and hope for the best.
Yo, please make sure y'all hit that like button. Please share this live stream. We appreciate if you share this live stream.
Yeah, it's
You
kind of tough to get live streams like this off the ground. People don't care about it, and the algorithm don't push it. So
nah.
We realize the more positive we are, the less views we get. The more negative we are, the more views we get. And it's unfortunately it's like that on social media. So we only gonna get what we deserve as a society because we letting social media, like, we aware of it. We're bringing awareness, but everybody's still falling into the trap.
I gotta hit him with it, bro. I gotta hit him with it, bro.
Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool to use the computer. Don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix. There's a war going on. The battlefield's in the mind. The prize is the soul.
Yep, we already lost. The internet is already using us. We lost already. And on that note,
we lost.
Perfect spot to end this live stream. We should come back later. We might come back later on last year, or we might just do a metaphysical. We might go live over there on the Metaphysics channel. So make sure y'all go subscribe over there. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and drop just real quick. Let me tap on this.
Make sure y'all smash the like button, share this video, and if
Support
y'all
the
haven't
shops.
already, support the shops.
Definitely support the shops. We got 25% off still on the all CBD products, the pre-rolls, the cigarettes. We might. I don't know, because I see a lot of y'all asking for the cookies, and the gummies and all that. We definitely gonna restock back on that real quick. So I know Dad, what's coming up?
Easter.
Yeah, we might get them on there for that. Definitely, because I know y'all like, and Melanie, she came up with a good idea too. She said we should do a edible challenge. Where you see a live stream where there's a bunch of people on the panel that took the cookie and see who lasts the longest or something like that. I don't know. Melanie broke it down how, because something like that. I forgot what she said, but you're gonna have to give us the rundown, Melanie. Just DM us the rundown on how you want to do this thing, man. But we could definitely do that. You know what I mean? So that means that everybody will have to purchase them Jones, and then we can get the challenge going. That'd be dope.
Facts.
Yeah. And shout out to Melly. Make sure y'all go subscribe to her channel. Get that woman monetized. Because I know she's almost at the point of monetization. And we appreciate you, Melanie, for holding us down like you do. You promote, she be promoting us every live stream she do. She be promoting us. We appreciate that.
So y'all appreciate you, man.
Y'all definitely go over there and subscribe to her channel.
Right there.
So she can get her channel monetized. You know what I mean? If y'all ain't subscribed to her now, Melanie, go ahead and drop your link to your channel in the chat. We need everybody to go subscribe to her if you haven't already. Shout out to Ming for holding us down too. That's our other mod. We appreciate you for holding us down every live stream we do. Appreciate that. You know what I mean?
And we always gotta bring our perspective into this, because a lot of people don't see the big picture, and we here to help people see the big picture and all this. Everything's connected in some type of way, man. We here to make that connection for y'all.
Facts. And for the simple fact that we know what's going on, parents should be more closer, monitoring to their kids a lot more close, because you don't want your kids going out there in the streets and getting wrapped up in that.
Right.
You don't want to
see them get hurt. You don't want to see them go to jail.
You don't want to get that phone call that your kid, something happened to your child, or your child's down at the precinct for doing something to somebody else.
Right.
I mean, real talk.
And you know what I feel like? I feel like we need to be conscious of what we glamorize too.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? I think we need to be real conscious and mindful of what we glamorize. I know this as a society, period. I ain't just talking about just one demographic, just period. We glamorize a lot of the wrong things. And you know, social media just brought that side out even more.
It brought the ugly side out of people. Yeah, like
Yeah.
what Charleston said about Gillie's son. Like he wouldn't want
Right.
nobody to say that about his kid if something happened to his kid like that.
Facts.
He'd feel some type of way about that too. You can't tell me you consciously don't care what happened to that man's child. He's saying all that. You know what I mean? Like
he don't.
at one
He
point in
don't
time,
pretend to.
at one point in time, you said you felt bad for Gilly. You know what I mean? You wouldn't wish that on nobody.
You was just talking.
And now you just flip. Yeah, he said I was just doing that for the views.
He's doing everything for the views when he get
everything
online.
for the views.
He's literally living a double life. He's Bruce Wayne during the day when he's doing his community shit, and then at night,
he's Batman.
Social media, he's Batman. Yeah. He knows what he's doing. He's conscious of what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, the bread flow. Niggas getting tired of struggling with money, and he's seen it as an avenue to act like a fool on the internet to make money, and he gonna take it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, I'd be a fool not to.
Right.
So but now he's in the game, and he accepted his fate of being in the game and being in the type game that Charleston White is in. His game is to lay it all on the line, no matter how crazy it is. So he'll go in there and talk about somebody's deceased son. He'll go in there and talk about pissing on their grave and doing on. He'll go in there and talk about somebody's deceased anybody, friend, or and he'd do that. He'd make fun of it. Because that's what he chose, because he sees it's an outlet to get money, and he don't care about. He only care about sustaining himself, like everybody else on the planet. Now you might have a team that you sustain yourself with, but at the end of the day, your goal is to sustain yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But at the expense of someone else's pain, I mean, it depends on what line you're willing to cross.
That's the climate we in.
Yeah.
Everyone's benefiting off somebody else's pain. Yep.
Right. Shoot, we probably leave the stream. We'll leave it just like that, man. We'd be up out of here. That's the perfect place to leave it at. That's what's happening out here, man. We got the mind. We can change it, or we can keep going along with it. At the end of the day, it's all about the individual. We can't control other people's actions, but we can control our own. As cliche as it is, it's still the truth.
All right.
That's that.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you haven't hit that like button or subscribe yet, make sure you do that. And on that note, man, we about to go and get up out of here, man. Catch y'all on the rebound. Catch y'all on the rebound. All right. See, we're going to go out with. All right.
Zeolite is one of the most amazing minerals of our age. Millions of people have been using detoxification supplements to remove harmful toxins, pollutants, heavy toxic metals, as well as to balance pH levels, lower the risk of viruses like cold and flu, support the immune system, and improve nutrient absorption. What is zeolite? Zeolite is a volcanic ash that forms over time when ash and lava react with alkalized water, resulting in a compound with a very strong cage-like structure and a negative charge. Zeolite is one of the most fascinating and powerful nature remedies available. Great to detox and balance your body. Health benefits of detoxing. The removal of excess heavy metals can improve overall health. Detoxification helps balance a body's pH levels. This product provides 30 capsules, 1 month supply, ships within 3 days. Purchase now at night and daynetmarket.com.